Hi, I am Holly Daniel Ransom, and I'm an independent consultant for Ruby Ribbon, and I'm your boob whisperer and underwire trauma therapist. So today, or tonight, let's talk about the things that provide modesty protection or headlight coverage or nipple coverage, whatever you want to define it as. We have several different options. So one of those is our newest addition, and let me find the other one, and they're called dewdrops. So I say dewdrop them in. So if you're an A, B, maybe even a smaller C cup, these may be the perfect thing for you. I can't show you how to do them because I'm well above that and they just won't work for me. But what I want to show you is that they have, it's kind of hard to see, but you can see that ridge that goes right along through there. So it's thicker along this outer area, this little ridge line, so that your girl will just seat right into this. And so that when you put it in there, and if you hop over to Holly's Wise Women Camis, I'll put the Facebook address for that so that you can click on the link and ask to come join. Ladies only, of course, but that you drop these in there, and that way if you come over to Wise Women Camis, I can show you pictures so that you can see what those look like once they're inserted and how much it defines everything but still looks just fantastic. It looks spectacular. So it has that ridge where it's fuller through here but smaller through here, so it can just encase your girl and look oh so natural but be super discreet. Okay, so that's the dewdrops. One of the other items that we just added, the dewdrops are brand new last season, and ladies had been asking for those for so long, so I'm so glad we finally have those. So we also have, oh, and they come in this cute little bag. Okay, and all of ours, except for the silicone nipple covers that I'm about to show you, the dewdrops and the petals, that we recommend that you hand wash those with cold water. Only use regular detergent, no Woolite, no OxyClean, nothing like that. And hand wash them, lay them flat to air dry. And so and they're non-returnable, non-exchangeable, and that's true for all of these due to health codes. So these are Posies, is what we call them. So they're the little silicone nipple covers, and what I'll tell y'all is I had never worn anything like this before. So when Ruby Ribbon came out with these, I think the beginning of last season, and then the dewdrops came out at the end, or it was around in there. So, sorry, we have dogs, and fur is glitter here. So when these came out, I'd never tried anything like that. So I didn't know that sometimes taking these off can be painful because, like I said, I'd never worn them before. Well, these have never hurt me, not for a second, not putting them on, taking them off, anything, to the point that when I wear them, I forget I have them on. And I won't realize it until the next morning when I go to take a shower and I'm washing everything, and lo and behold, they're still there. So I've actually gotten to where I'll wash these with Dawn dish detergent because it's so gentle. So I actually keep a little bit of Dawn dish detergent there in the shower so that if I need to wash these, they're right there with the soap and everything's taken care of. Now there's two different colors that these come in, and one's just a little bit darker. This is the lighter pair. The lighter pair comes in this cute little organza bag. The other ones come in like a hard case, so that's the price difference, is you're paying for the difference in the case. I don't know if they'll make that uniform eventually or not. Alright, so then the last ones that we have are the Petals. So if you've been a Ruby Ribbon wearer, you have probably, if you don't wear Petals, some of our ladies don't, they just prefer to fly free. But, sorry, I'm trying to get all the dog glitter off of these. I had them laying in this chair that I'm sitting in, and my dog Cheese, her name's Duchess, but it just didn't suit her. She was a rescue, so she was already named. And she became Cheese. She's a Connie Corso, so she's a big girl, and but she'll curl up in this tiny little ball, so then she's a cheese ball, and she loves to sleep in this chair. So, yeah, when I had them laying in here, that was not a good decision on my part. Okay, so we have 2 different colors of petals. We have champagne and we have black. This is the champagne, of course. Now, when I wear petals, I typically wear them up and down like this, like an egg standing up on its end. And the reason I do that is not all of our camis have petal pockets. So let me show you one of the petal pockets. I've got kind of stuff laying all over me. But the petal pockets are just this little opening inside the cami where you can slip that in there, where you can slip the dewdrops or the petals in there, and then it keeps everything in place. But not all of our camis have that, so that's not something you can always do. So you slip it in. What I do is I have it up on its end like this, not long ways, but you can do whatever works for you. But I'll lift my girl up and I will slide it in there, and then I'll use the weight of my breast to hold this in place. Now, the only ladies that I ever usually hear talk about these moving around on them is the ladies that are smaller chested. So this helps with that too. One of the other things that I advise you to do, since you can't return or exchange these because of health codes, as soon as you get them, wash them. Do it a couple of times. You can put them on, honestly, I wash mine on delicate cycle. But put them in a little lingerie bag, wash them on delicate cycle or hand wash, but do it a couple of times because they're still going to be super smooth after you do that. But when you first get them, they're extra smooth. They've just been manufactured. So getting that little bit of slickeriness off of them will help you to get them to stay in place. I've never had them float around on me. So it usually is the smaller chested ladies, and I've not heard of that happening with the dewdrops. I think just by how they're designed and how they're made to cup you, that won't happen. But with the petals, that sometimes I've heard ladies report that. But usually after they wash them, I've never heard of ladies having trouble. So anyway, all right, so they come in 2 different colors, 2 different sizes. Now, my girls are uneven in size, like a whole cup difference. I can adjust mine within the cups of the camis and demis, and nobody can tell. And I've done my profile in the mirror and all of that, and I can't tell either. When I used to wear traditional bras, you're buying for one side or the other. So either you're going to be spilling over one side because you bought for the smaller boob, or you're going to have one that's really gaping open and it's going to be really loose on that one, so it's just a battle. Well, with our camis and demis, since they mold to fit you and your unique shape, that doesn't happen. You're not going to have spillage. You're not going to have one be, for it to be too tight on one or one to be spilling over, any of that stuff. They are going to fit you perfectly. So you can kind of adjust your girls around and make them to where it looks more even. But if you're still having an issue, what I've recommended to some ladies is, okay, there it is. So what I recommend sometimes is taking one of both sizes, that you get the bigger and the smaller one, and you can lay them inside of each other. They fit perfectly, and that gives you that little bit of extra, that you only do that on one side. So whichever side is smaller, then it gives you that little bit of extra to even things up. And then you might even use one of the silicone nipple covers on the other side so that you're not getting any kind of width above that one. And so that helps that as well, and nobody's going to know. Some ladies will take Velcro, adhesive Velcro, and put it on the inside so that they can make them stay in place but still be able to wash them adequately. There's all different ways. If that's an issue for you, but maybe it's a little bit embarrassing, please, please, please holler at me. I was a trauma therapist for 25 years, so you can talk to me about anything. One, nobody else is going to know. I'm never going to tell another soul. And 2, I'm great at confidentiality. So just give me a holler and we will figure it out for you. I know a lot of ladies that are breast cancer warriors that when you have prosthetics and things of that nature, and it may be that you need a little bit of help to figure that out or to know which camis and demis are going to be best for you, especially if you have a prosthetic or something of that nature, please, please, please let me help you. It is my honor and privilege to be able to help you. So, one of the other things I wanted to show y'all, and you may have noticed, you see how this is dimply in here? The more you use them, the more you're going to see that. Now, this is on the inside, so it's not going to show. It is going to be smooth on the outside. But you see how there's this little ridge around the outside of your petal? That shows you that this is the outside. This is what is supposed to be well, you're not going to see it once it's in your cami. After it's been in there for a few minutes, it should actually disappear. You shouldn't be able to see the outline or anything of your petal in there. But you see how if it's flipped the other way, like when it's this way and you can see that ridge, everything's smooth. Now, when you first get them, both sides are going to be smooth, but over time in use, it's going to get dimply on this inside. So you see how that dimpliness doesn't go away, but again, you're not going to have that defined ridge. You can see the outer part, but there should be an outer and an inner part of the ridge. You see what I mean? See the difference? So just know if it's dimply on this part, that should be inside. Okay? All right. So, and same, these are brand new, so you can see that when you first get them, it's smooth on both sides. But that will show, but you can see again, there's that defined ridge. And then this one, not so much. It kind of curls inward. All right. So any of these things that you have questions about, please, please holler at me. I want to be able to help you. I want your experience with Ruby Ribbon to be 1,000,000% perfect. It's my goal and mission. I want every lady to feel wonderful about her body because you are fearfully and wonderfully made. God don't make no junk, ladies. All right. So thank y'all so much. I hope you have a wonderful afternoon or evening, whatever it is when you're watching this, or morning. And it is, let me see what time it is. It is 11:42 p.m. and I'm still wearing my cami. That just shows you how comfortable they are. I could not be in a bra for 2 or 3 hours without wanting to lose my mind. So it's 11:42. I'm not anywhere close to being ready to go to bed. And I still got on a level 4 cami. So y'all have a great night. Bye.